Namaste and welcome to Cosmic Ocean Tarot. This is today's general reading for the collective, but is the reading for the Libra full moon. Now this is a supermoon. The Earth, the distance between the Earth and the moon is relatively small, making the moon appear a lot larger than usual. It's really great to soak up all that moon energy, okay? So as always, I'm going to use this deck. I'm going to call to this deck. As always, this is a general reading. So please take what resonates and leave what does not, because it is general. Not everything will resonate with everyone. So as always, please heed your own personal intuition, okay? With that being said, let's get into what this full moon means for you, for us as a collective, right? We're all connected. And what you can do to help yourself harness the energy as well, okay? So we see the moon full exact at 10:35 p.m. But before that, early morning, we see the Libra moon. We have some Mars action going on, right? Putting a little pep in the step energetically. We see the moon harmonize with Mars. Oh yes. This Six of Swords energy and this Two of Cups energy. This moving on card with this spiritual union card, and energy is all about connecting, right? That justice, right? That doing it within yourself, so that you can well, you want in others, right? Facing it in yourself, right? That justice aspect of the Libra, like the scales, and it is a divine union, because it is a union where you are spiritually whole. So you yourself are a divine union, and then connecting with others, right? A relationship doesn't always have to be romantic. It can be friendship, it can be family, right? Most importantly, one with yourself. And because you are spiritually whole, bringing in relationships that are also spiritually whole. See, like he's moving on and he's walking into that light, right? It's kind of like the same light that these two souls are surrounded by, right? Out of the darkness and into the pure energetic light. And also I'm getting, this could be like the full moon, like that cleansing light, that moving on, cleansing yourself, and starting over, and not in the means of a blank slate, but in the means of starting over with your new self, okay? Wow. I know I was talking about the Mars energy that was coming through, but those cards came out, and it's just so spot on. And on the bottom of the deck here, the Hope card, right? I want to say that's resonating with the star or the sun. I think it's the sun, okay? But regardless, that light is coming through again. And right under the Hope card is the intuition. She represents the High Priestess in traditional tarot. The intuition card. This is not a transformation that someone else particularly can guide you through. It is one that you have to guide yourself. You have to trust the process. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust what's being laid before you. Okay? Alright, so hold that real quick. Hold that thought. The Mars energy that comes through earlier today. Libra moon connecting with Mars, which automatically pumps things up a little bit, right? But then we see Mars clash with Uranus, and this really is an urgency to break free from restrictions, right? And really good to indulge yourself in something that allows you to not have to operate by any rules, right? Instead of impulsiveness and rashness, where you could see yourself getting involved in some type of accident because this energy also represents that as well. However, if we take this energy on a more positive note, it can be used to your benefit. Okay, and then in the afternoon around 5:30, we see Mercury connect with Pluto, and then about 15 minutes before the moon is opposing the sun and at its peak, we see Mercury connect with Jupiter. Pluto and Jupiter both in the sign of Capricorn, right? We see Mercury and Pisces form a sextile with these two planets before the full moon, and it brings a depth and intensity to your thoughts and the way you communicate. And with Jupiter here, it really opens you up to full self-expression, right? Jupiter is expansive, expands anything that comes into contact with. And we're talking about Mercury and Pisces here. Mercury and intuitive Pisces, and expanding your self-expression from a more intuitive, spiritual level, right? And then we have, and with that Pluto connection before the Jupiter connection, right? It's intensifying it. It's transforming it. May so even find yourself thinking of new ways to express yourself, or how you can more truly express yourself, right? Because it's not just transformative energy, it's intense energy. Like, Pluto does not play, okay? And like I said, it intensifies it. It's very deep. It's like understanding, like, how can I really get my, I'm hearing like, how can I really get my point across? I want you to understand completely and wholly what it is I feel. Okay. And which brings us to the full moon, which peaks at 10:35 in the evening. And so with the full moon here, we see the Aries sun opposing the moon and Jupiter, right? We're talking Aries, which traditionally rules the first house. The Magician card looking up at me there. Aries, which traditionally rules the first house, and Libra, which traditionally rules the seventh house, right? We're talking Aries, first house, like I am. That's the house of yourself, you. And then we're talking about Pluto. This not Pluto. We're talking about the moon in Libra, and Libra rules the seventh house. And like I said yesterday, seventh house is like how you are with another person, right? 10 of Cups coming out there. There's some type of emotional peak to be reached here. I'm hearing with the 10 of Cups, an emotional breakthrough, a really big breakthrough for a lot of you. And when we see the moon opposing this, it's like I said, the seventh house is you and another person, right? And we can use this energy, really will bring about being able to compromise and bring clarity in relationships. So shuffling in the deck, face up, must have flipped over without us noticing, right? We have the Two of Cups, like this two spiritual union card here. I told you the Two of Cups energy. We actually see now the Two of Cups come out with the Hierophant and the Tower. So we have the Hierophant sitting in between the Two of Cups and the Tower card. This a card of order and structure, and just having things together, being in charge. In between this card of union and this card of destruction and things falling apart, right? Okay, and it's like I said, bringing clarity and compromise, right? And this is, I feel like this is really compromising energy, and it's like for it to all come together, for there to be some type of structure, some type of balance, like Libra represents. Something's got to give, right? Where we're not giving up on each other, but something's got to give. Something's got to move something has to be a little dismantled before we can build it a little stronger here, okay, with that higher font energy. And also, this, like I said, like I always say, your relationship with yourself is very, very, very important. And when we see this, this Libra full moon, right, the Aries sun opposing the Libra moon, and the Three of Cups in reverse over top of the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the, okay, the Two Swords coming out here. Okay, I feel like something's blocking your creativity, and it's the you have to make a decision. It's something that you can't decide on. And for some of you, you may be deciding between two people. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles coming out there. You may and not really sure which one to put your energy to with the Page of Pentacles there, right? She likes to create and actually get things done. We're talking earth energy here. But we have this this confused water energy. Also, I'm hearing like some type of overindulgence, which could be you could be either, I'm hearing you putting too much energy into something, and you have to decide where you're going to put your energy, or for some of you, you're not really sure who or what to emotionally put your energy to, right? But then you have the Eight of Pentacles coming out there saying like something's got to be done about it, okay? Something needs to be done. You need to take some type of course of action, because the Eight of Pentacles is all about putting the work in and putting the action in and actually making an effort, right? You see her, she's focused, she's working, she's not looking up, she's very focused on what she's doing. Putting some type of action in. So Spirit is saying you do need to take some type of action. You cannot stay in this Two of Swords energy, because it's not going to get you anywhere, okay? And that's where we talk really it's how the cards come out when I'm talking about what's happening planetary wise, and it really all comes together. But anyway, like I was saying, the Aries moon opposing the Aries sun opposing the Libra moon, and with the Libra, like I said earlier about the justice, right? About what we want in others, having to face in yourself, right? Balancing out the scales there, right? Libra is represented by the scales. Balancing out the scales there. And with Aries ruling the first house, the house of self, right? And with the moon is lit, it's full, it's shining that light on the first house, excuse me. And in this instance, I mean, as always, but specifically in this instance, you must take accountability for yourself, right? So you can nourish the beauty within yourself. You must take accountability for yourself, because what you want in others, you have to face it in yourself, or you will not receive it in others, right? That's why some of you, it's this overindulgence of giving, putting so much into other people, and not so much into yourself. And you need to decide, make a choice. There's two sources where you're going to put in that energy for yourself, where you're going to split it up and make it more fair. And then the Eight of Pentacles saying, how are you actually going to do that? You can't just, the Eight of Pentacles is saying you can't just think about it. You have to do it. And for those of you who find yourself in a situation choosing between people, I hate to say that, but so I'm just picking up some type of some type of third party situation, whatever it may be. Maybe it could be an argument, you know, not necessarily saying it is literally a third party romantic situation. It could be some type of argument involving multiple people, this, that, or the third. Regardless, something needs to be done about it. You can't just be thought about with it. Whatever it is, for you personally, there's Two of Swords, Eight of Pentacles energy. Something has to be done about it. It cannot just be a consideration and thought to just cross your mind. Okay, but how are we going to get to this? How are you going to fully manifest and embody this energy and use it to your full potential? Surrender the negative thinking. This came out a few days ago. So for those of you talking all negative to yourselves, stop it. okay? Surrender to negative thinking. Like the card says, you have control over your thoughts. When you hear a negative thought, you know, just politely dismiss it. It doesn't belong. A lot of negative thinking stems from fear, which is very ego-based, right? Surrender to negative thinking and surrender to inner peace. Like I said about taking accountability for yourself so that you can nourish the beauty that is within you, right? So you can surrender to this inner peace, so you can burst with joy for yourself, okay? This card says to cultivate peace on a daily basis and quiet meditative moments. Focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Yeah, once you take account, like I said, once you take accountability for yourself and the things that you want others, you will see that coming through. Not just you, but the people who walk into your life and the people that you are surrounded by. Okay, because we're talking about the seventh, the first and the seventh house here. You and someone else, or you and other people, right? How you connect with another person or persons. Okay, it is about you, but it's not just about you, okay? It's all about balancing connections right now, okay? I'm gonna pull an oracle from the mermaids. Whoa, that's too much. We ain't gonna take all of that. And let's see. That was a lot, y'all. Like, that was a lot of cards. There's a lot of messages for y'all coming through. Waves of prosperity. I mean, there's always opportunities, right? But the question is, are you going to... Right, there's always these ways of prosperity. There's new and abundance, exciting opportunities wash over you now. That's what the card says. But really, I'm just hearing, like, there's always opportunities. But the question is, are you going to be open to them? Are you going to create the space for them? Because the opportunity will not go where it will not fit, is what I'm hearing, okay? That's the real matter. And yes, your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. Like, what did I say? You can't just think about it. You gotta take action. And this, like I said with the intuition card that was here earlier, like, no one else can tell you what to do, okay? It's all about you knowing what's right for you. So listen to Spirit says, listen to intuition and take action on it. Do something about it, okay? And also, the Tranquility card came out here. Make time to rest. The Tranquility card is actually on top of the Wait card. And not that you need to not take action, but it's the card, like the card says, don't rush into action. And like the Surrender to Inner Peace card came out a few moments ago, I really feel like before you do take action, in order to properly tune in and listen to your intuition correctly, you need to be tranquil. You need to indulge in self-care and solitude, and slow yourself down, because like the card says, don't rush into action, right? So slow yourself down before you go and do whatever it is that you feel you need to do, okay? Just slow it down first. No need to rush. There's no need to rush. Feel the feels and see what's going on for you. All right? Well, hope you enjoy this lovely full moon period. Also, whatever you need to let go, one of my personal favorite things to do is write a list of everything you're releasing. I released this, I let go of yada yada, so and so, and in a fire safe place, burn it. And as the paper burns, imagine all of that negative and just unneeded energy releasing itself and dissipating and going away, and creating space for you to replenish with clean, pure energy that will positively feed you and your highest good, okay? Please enjoy this full moon period. I hope this was insightful for some of you, if not all of you, okay? Thank you so much for connecting. Love and light to you all. Namaste.